Hello, welcome to episode 18 of Dawn of Man. Last episode we eviscerated our town with poor planning and management strategies, and today we're going to try and bring it back. It's currently winter, so this is a really good time for us to go around and evaluate what kind of jobs are being done and how we might be able to prevent more of this kind of nonsense from happening in the future. Now, somebody made a comment that these watchtowers just use a lot of our resources and don't actually do that much good. So we're not going to be rebuilding any when they get knocked down, at least not for the time being. And I think we really don't have too many left. Might have a couple over here. And another comment we received was talking about how our farming is causing a lot of delay with our workload being done just because there's so much and there's so few people left here. Unfortunately, we do need to keep our animals alive, so we can't entirely get rid of it. But another person, or it could have been one of the original, I don't know, a couple people had some really helpful comments in yesterday's video, so thank you very much for those. We're going to do our best to make sure that your advice is put to good use. But somebody made a comment that cattle give milk. Of course, why would I forget that? So you don't really need goats anymore, so we're going to get rid of all the goats. But first, let's take a look at this trader and what they have to offer here. Straw, we will pick up. Grain, we'll pick up. Composite bows, I think we have plenty of those. We have enough at least. Yeah, we have 12. Yeah, that's fine. Tannins, we don't need. Bronze spears. We got 26. We're fine on weapons, I think. We're not going to trade away animals, we're going to slaughter them so we can use their meat. That's something that I probably should have been doing this whole time. But I think that's all we really need is just their food. We'll go ahead and get leather just because it already exists. And this is low commission, so that's fine. So we just need 69 right there. We can go ahead and get rid of a little bit of copper here. Actually, I think we can save our ores. And we can just use wool. I think would be the right idea there. Okay, so now what we're going to do, go into our stables, adjust our animal limits. We don't need goats. So we'll go ahead and actually let's keep 2, maybe 3. But we have 19 and they all need to die. Sheep. Again, we have limits set to 30 for all of these, except cattle, donkeys, and horses. But I don't know why there's so many sheep. We don't really need that many because we're not making that many outfits anymore, so we can probably lower that. Pigs we can keep alive. Except that still says 45. So now our goal is to see if we can find, I know in the winter they're probably in the actual places, but if we have any of our animals walking around, not dogs, but we can slaughter those in preparation for all of the stuff that's about to take place here. Yeah, so these watchtowers we are not going to rebuild. We do need to go ahead and fix these walls right here. Do we have stone? We do. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and rebuild that with some stone. I think that is looking pretty good. So even though we lost a ton of people, we're in a pretty good position because now we have so much of a backlog of actual supplies and weapons that we can go in and turn off production of... We're going to start with... where is it? Yeah, we can turn off copper tools for sure. And we can turn off making cloth. And we can turn off making outfits. That's going to reduce a lot of workload because we have a ton of those. We're probably doing okay otherwise. We shouldn't turn off making the more advanced weapons, but those other ones we can get away with that. And then of course we'll come over here where we have a second. One of these is a outfitter. Yep, we'll turn that off. And that is going to help a little bit, but let's take a look at why this is so high. Okay, they're making flour, picking up sticks, messing with repairing things. Yeah, so we just, honestly, we just have too many people doing too many things. So we can reduce some of our workload here in our different areas to reflect the fact that we have so fewer people actually working now. I wish there was a way to just go to work areas. There probably is, and I just don't know. There going to be anything in here? Oh. Well. Color me surprised that I never figured that out, but I can't believe that. I've been playing this game this long and I just now figured that out. Why do we have so many mud areas? We don't need all these. No, we definitely don't need all these. We're going to take care of that. That would probably explain why we've had so much problem with people actually being able to complete all their work. Oh, no, we're going to fix this. Surprised nobody commented about this, or maybe they did and I'm just dumb. So we have two different tannin workloads. We have that one right there, and then we have this one right here. So this one does not need to be 5. We have some, but we'll make that down to 3, and then we'll go to this one and we'll get rid of that. And then, so we have 2 wild plants. We have this one, and then there's probably another one pretty close that we don't actually need. Gather sticks, we could turn that down. Why do we have 2 gather sticks back to back? Alright, well that can go bye-bye. We have 3 gather sticks? Oh no. No. We can get rid of that. Okay, that one is good because there's actually sticks there. But we can come to this one, there's no sticks. So we'll get rid of that. And again, some of these could just be marginal improvements. Why do we have a... Okay, we don't need that. Let's see, what else we're looking at here. So now we have 2 of harvesting plants, 1 fishing. That's not really doing anything. That can go away. Let's check this out again. Okay, most of this is just making bread. We have, I think, enough bread. I know we turned off a lot of these hearths. We didn't turn off... Well, we did turn off that one. It's just still going. Okay. So we're probably actually doing okay. We just don't have enough people. Drying skins. Making iron. We could probably stop making bronze. In fact, we definitely need to stop making bronze. Where is that? It's going to be over here somewhere. The actual bronze items, that is. Charcoal pits. Okay, so this is making bronze. We can get rid of that. We can stop making... Come on. No. Okay, so we just have those 2. Really? Okay, iron. So we want the bloomeries. We do want those, but we don't need... Do not need any of these. And I think it's just those 2. But we can just leave those turned off for now. And we can come up here to our various things. Copper mine. I don't think we need it anymore. So we can... No. We can turn that off. Iron mine we obviously need to leave on. I think there's probably a better way for me to manage all of this stuff. Work areas. Oh, here we go. How in the world did I not... Jeez. I can't believe... I mean, I can. Because I'm really, really dumb sometimes. But how did I not... How did I get this far into the game without even knowing this existed? Turn that off. Okay, let's see what else. Charcoal pit, metalsmith, pit furnace, tin. Not going to need tin anymore for not making any more bronze. It's going to be all iron, so that can get turned off. This one can get turned off. For some reason we ever need it again, I can just kind of leave it here, but yeah, turn that off. Don't need flint either, turn that off. Then this one, turn that off. Iron mine stays on. Okay. Metalsmith's iron mine. We have 4 of those going, so that's good. That should help quite a lot. I think that is probably going to help a ton. Let's see. Of course, all these animals need feed that we don't have. But we are slaughtering animals and taking advantage of the food dryers, which is very good news. These are tanning leather from hides, mortars making flour. I think we can probably turn a lot of these off, just to try and kind of help stuff. Now, the controversial part is all of this farmland. I think we can probably get by with turning off a lot of these. But I want to leave barley so we can get actual flax we don't need. Excuse me. We'll get rid of the flax so it doesn't get planted. What's this right here? Peas, we'll leave that. Einkorn, lentils. So it's still probably going to be too much going on, but that is an improvement. And then what do we have up here? We have barley and we have rye. We're making some beer, I think. I actually don't remember if we ever started making beer. Storage huts. We've got stables, carts, stables. We might not have ever made beer. Oh. No, we're making it. They just need more grains and stuff. Okay, well, nevertheless, this does help. I think the watermill is probably better than grinding flour away at a mortar. So we'll go ahead and... Nope, turn that off. Are there any over here? I can't remember if I put any. Yes. Okay, we can turn that off and have them just make it at the watermill, because that'll be a lot more efficient. And of course, our workload is still extremely high. Excuse me, but we've managed to get away with getting rid of a lot of stuff. Now it's just crafting some tools and building walls and such to replace what has been not taken care of. But we can go ahead and put this in turbo speed again. Oh, pigs died of starvation. That's always good. Well, it's almost spring and we won't have to worry about feeding the animals for another little bit here. And then we can slaughter our goats on site. Or at least add that to the list of stuff to do. Yeah, see now they're dying of starvation again. Wow, our welfare has actually gone up, which is surprising given how little there is for people to actually survive on. So that's good news because that will affect, of course, how often people migrate into our town. So real quick, let's go ahead and... Oh, that's a sheep. Okay. Slaughter the goats. As I can find the goats. Because we don't need them. Not anymore. We have cattle. And then, of course, we can use their meat to feed people, which is even better news. You're a goat. Not for long. Okay. So we've marked a pretty good amount of them to be killed. Oh, little baby goat. Okay, we can leave that one. We can harvest it from you when it's an adult. How do we have more goats again? I told these people to kill the goats. I guess I could go to manage all of these domestic animals. It's not going to let me click on them, is it? Alright, well, we have 14 females, 6 males. They need to be killing these pigs. Okay, so they killed the pig. So they are actually doing it. It's just a lot of work for them to actually get done. Okay, and most of this is planting and slaughtering animals, so that's fine. We're getting somewhere now. It is going to be just a little bit of a help. Okay, so they have to milk the goat. Then after they milk the goat, we're going to kill the goat. Theoretically. There we go. Alright, so that one can get sacrificed for our needs here. Okay. Go right on with all of this fun stuff here. And we did get some more people moving in just a moment ago, so that is very good news. That's a horse. We'll keep horses around. They're good. And our workload is under 100%, so this is actually looking really nice now that a lot of this stuff is taken care of. As long as we are going to be in a good position for the future, I think we might be okay. Alright, trader, what you got? You got stuff we don't need, but we will buy the iron, because we can always use more of that. Iron ore, we're not going to buy any more animals. Sickles we can buy. Maybe not for that much. We do have a pretty good amount. Yeah, we have 44. And somebody did make a comment about the amount of tools relative to the percentage of adults. We are going to change those values in just a moment. But first we need to go ahead and pay for these. Okay. So now, of course, we'll go in and manage our limits. And I believe, yes. So where is what I was looking at? Sickles, we can do 100% of adults for all of these, well, most of these. We don't need to make any slings. Shields, we can make 100% of adults, because we're going to need more, and we want to make sure we have those available for us. So 100% of adults, 100%. We'll just set all these to 100%. Bows. We're going to need those. And we probably honestly could even go a little bit higher than 100%, but I don't want to overwhelm people too quickly here. No limit to logs. Good. We're really not going to need too much flints. We can probably lower that. Limited straw is good. Raw skin. Wool. Tin ore, steel, we can go ahead and just move that way up. Go ahead and lower copper down to 0, and then bronze down to 0 as well. I guess I could have just done this instead of turning all the mines off manually. Oh, no, we need charcoal, so that's fine like that. Tin ore we can knock down, iron ore we can knock up. Not like that. Let's see, skins, outfits, I think we're going to be good. Going to be just fine with all of this. Okay, so that is going to be better for us there. Okay, so we are, okay, now we're down to 3 goats, which is good. Things are looking pretty good. We're in the middle of summer. Things are growing, albeit slowly. And our workload is under 100%. Things are looking pretty good. They finished all this wall. Okay, so the cairn is complete. So what we need to do, I think there is some sort of a achievement for this, or a milestone possibly. Okay, yeah, so we have to get back up to 150 people to get this one. But there's also, I think, a Steam achievement for having all the different types of burial things in your settlement. Yeah, burial mound, dolmen, and cairn, and then also all of these different things. So that is good that that's finally done. That's going to be something that is useful but not necessary for us to be spending a lot of time with. So that was taking up a lot of resources. It's good that that is taken care of. And it looks like we have traders coming in again. So we'll see what they are up to. And hopefully they've got something good for us, or maybe a technology we can research. Okay, so they have meat that we will purchase. We'll always get food because, yes, and iron. Other than that, I think we're pretty good on what they're offering here. So let's go ahead and get that. Just pay for it with wool. Very, very convenient. Alright, so we have 16 knowledge. We can do deep mining, we can do reinforced shields, or we can wait for steel making. I think I'm going to wait for steel making and try and get as far up to that as we can. And now it's the fall, and we can be harvesting stuff, so this is good because our recovery is going a lot better than I was anticipating. Because I guess the advice you guys gave worked, so thank you. I appreciate it. And I think we are in a much better place now than where we were at the start of this episode, for certain. Now the goats have a disease, so they're going to die anyway, so I guess that worked fine. We did take some more humans move in recently. Let's go ahead and, yeah, this is all under the limits that we put in here. So I think things are looking really, really good. I'm impressed. I'm pleased with progress. And I think we have a lot to look forward to as this playthrough continues. I was really, really discouraged to see all the nonsense that went down in the last episode, but I think we're going to make a strong recovery, and it's thanks to the people in the comments that have given some really helpful advice. So again, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And now people can actually harvest all the grain. This is good. And then we'll have straw to feed animals, even though it's probably still not going to be enough. But we'll be able to feed most of our animals over the winter. And it's not going to be a colossal disaster like last time. No, okay, this is a family of wild donkeys. We can leave them alone because we have enough right now. Now, real quick, let's check on our weapon production here. So we're making bronze picks here. So really, we should just be making stuff at the blacksmith and not at the metalsmith, because we're not making any more. We actually don't even have any, so we can get rid of. We just recycle all these metalsmiths. Just get rid of those, and that will help our workload as well. Yeah, we'll just recycle all these things. And then we can, in turn, construct more blacksmiths and make more tools. And we are doing fantastically well this episode compared to the last one. I'm very, very happy with it. And we've got straw that we can actually, use to feed animals, which is fantastic. And that's something we've desperately needed. Look at that. We're going to have enough food for probably most of the winter. We've got everything harvested before the... That is fantastic. Wonderful. Absolutely fantastic. Hearth can turn off making bread. We can recycle that building. And we have a trader. Alright, what do you have? Not going to buy any more bronze, but we can buy iron. Always buy iron. Charcoal I'm not going to buy. Do you take wool? Of course you take wool. Everybody takes wool. Works for me. We have iron knives. So we're only one knowledge point away from unlocking the steelmaking, which I think is probably going to be a good stopping point for today's episode. But we can go ahead and build another blacksmith here. Maybe even build two. Yeah, let's go ahead and build two. And those will just augment these. And we'll have a lot more tools ready to go. And we'll be poised to go into, I guess, the latter half of the Iron Age where we're making steel. So that's very, very exciting news indeed. And our little water mills are working fantastically to make flour instead of people grinding away on mortars. Yeah, things are looking good. A lot of good stuff going on indeed. We're going to need some more trees. We can actually have them cut those down in the wintertime here. Get all of our logs here. And someone was commenting, we can cut down the regular fruit trees because technically we've domesticated them. As far as our technology tree is concerned, at least. I don't have the resources manpower-wise to really worry about planting more trees and growing them from scratch, so we're not going to mess with that quite yet. Maybe somebody will get struck by lightning. That's always weird. Yeah, things are looking really, really good. We're getting the wood we need. Building blacksmiths. This is just such a stark contrast from yesterday when we were quite literally not even able to cling to life with most of these people. Yeah, look at this. Welfare is at 76%, and prestige is at 723, 77%. Okay, well, it's going back down, so that's fine. We're doing great. We're doing so wonderful. And I am very happy about where we are. Just one more knowledge point. I wonder what it's going to come from. We're not going to get it again from getting to 100 because we already had that. And I guess we'll have to wait and see. Got 2 more humans and a trader. Man, they're coming more and more quickly here. There's our last knowledge point from surviving the winter. So we'll buy the meat, and we really don't need anything else they're selling here. So we'll just do that. Have a nice day. Turn those on. Great. So we have 21. We're going to research steel making. Yep, most durable material available in ancient times. And now what we can actually do. I think, is there any other buildings we have to build to mine steel? Let's take a look real quick. Deep iron mine. Okay, so we do have to have a deep iron mine to do steel making. I probably should have researched that. So I think it'll let us queue these up now, but we have to have actual steel. And that's going to require iron ore and... oh. Why is that the case? Okay. Well, what we can go ahead and do then is we can upgrade these bloomeries or pit furnaces to bloomeries and then have these 2 making steel as soon as they're upgraded. We spoke too soon. Oh my god, okay. Well, we're going to have to prioritize the health and safety of our citizens first. So everyone needs to strike up arms and get ready to defend. That worked out a lot better than I could have possibly hoped. So I guess by not closing the gates, they just all kind of wanted to rush in here and we funneled them into their demise. Okay. Well, that definitely works. These are going eventually. So we'll get these fixed up and we'll get started on steelmaking. And then I think we're going to call it for today's episode. We've made some fantastic progress. So now they've basically already torn these down. We get to watch them build back up. Yep, here we go. Interesting animations for this. Of course, now they leave to go get leather and mud and all that stuff. I don't think horses and donkeys are supposed to be inside of each other, but that's fine, I suppose. Alright, cool. So we'll turn off iron here, and we'll just make steel only. Alright, great. So that's going to be fantastic progress. These are set to make iron tools, and, actually, we have iron, but we can go ahead and turn this off and replace it with steel. And then I think that's going to get us about where we need to be to stop today's episode. Just go ahead and make the switch over here. Okay, so we are fully upgraded to steel tool production. And we have another trader. And more humans? And we are recovering at lightning speed. Ooh, deep mining. Can we buy this? Let's find out. See if I can get up to 519. This won't get us too far there, but we're not using it to make more garments anyway, so why not? Yeah, 250 wool cloth as well. Copper ore we're not ever going to use, so we can use that to trade away. Tin ore we're, again, not ever going to use. We can use that to trade. I think things are going to look pretty good for our little settlement here. Beer, I think they're probably going to want to drink that. Bronze tools. Well, I don't want to get rid of those too much here. I think goats we should probably not trade, but I can get away with trading 2 of those away. Actually, no, because we need to keep 1 for breeding purposes here. Can't get rid of a sheep, or yeah, 1 sheep, 1 male sheep, 1 female sheep. Get rid of some flint. There we go. That is a power play right there. Now we have deep mining. Random resources can be extracted from a deposit. So now we only have 2 technologies left, reinforced shields and mail. And I think we might be able to get this series completed in 20 episodes. So stick around, stay tuned, and we will see just how much we can get done. I am so glad that this is recovering. Thank you so much again to all of you who gave suggestions. Oh, there's the no light clothing thing again. So I guess we should probably, before we get too cocky with ourselves, we should turn on linen cloth again and have the outfitters make some of those up. But yeah, that's all the time we've got for today's episode. Such a fantastic improvement. I am so happy about that. Thanks again to those of you who helped, and we'll see all of you again in the next episode. Don't forget to check out my Ostriv Alpha 4 Let's Play. Lots of good stuff going there. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.